every revolution, someone has to fire the first shot.
Open the safe now! Now!
Let's go!
This is a period piece. It's set 40 years ago, but sadly still carries, I think, unsettling relevance to today. I mean, how much was, the current rise of white nationalism in America today sort of on your guys' mind when you guys were making this?
Yeah, I think the film has a lot of universal themes, and that probably could be released at any point in time and be resonant. So I think for us, it was really, the main focus was to bring a story to light that probably most people had never heard of, but also, feels like it's a huge part of our nation's history in terms of extreme ideology and domestic terrorism, and the law enforcement officers who are willing to go to any end to stand up to protect their nation and democracy. So yeah, it definitely feels like it has those big universal themes, and I think that's one part of the project that really drew me into becoming involved.
Were any of the real life folks from this case sort of around as resources for you guys?
They were. I mean, I didn't really speak to too many people, but I know Jude did, and Zach probably, and Justin.
Where would you say that you sort of drew inspiration for this character beyond what was there on the page?
Well, I mean, I mostly drew inspiration probably from my upbringing. I grew up in a small town in Texas, so not Idaho, but I know what it's like to be from a small community, and I think in the film, my character, he's grown up with all of these guys that have joined the Aryan Nation and now spun out of the Aryan Nation, and they're trying to start this revolution. So I think for me that my interest, was kind of peaked, and my intrigue was in, seeing somebody that comes up in the same community take a left turn when someone else takes a right turn, and suddenly they're on the opposite ends of the spectrum from each other, although they have the same upbringing and come from the same place and same country. And so that was really kind of fascinating to me, but also, this idea that my character has to protect his family and he has to protect his community and the resilience that he has to carry. And that was something that I found really intriguing in the role.
Interesting dynamic between your character and Jude's, sort of, more of a hardened vet versus kind of a wide-eyed, not rookie, but younger law enforcement officer. As young actors, still relatively young in this business, are you taking things from somebody like Jude when you spend that much time? Are you still sort of in a learning process? Are there things that you took from Jude on this one specifically?
Nah, that guy doesn't know what he's doing. No, he's amazing to work with. Yeah, I've admired him for many years from afar, and it was really cool just to see his process up close. And most of the work I did was with Jude, so we got spent a lot of time together, and it's amazing to see his dedication to the craft, how much preparation, how much work he actually spends in his preparation for roles, and obviously you see it on screen, and it's a huge payoff. So for me as a young actor, that's definitely something that I look at and I want to learn from. And he's also a great collaborator. He's just trying to make everybody around him the best that they can be, and you can't help but admire that.